Hello and welcome to the SCLD podcast. My name is Erin Dodge. Today I'm here with
Jane Baker.
And we're here to talk about a few things going on at the library. If you haven't seen or picked this up yet, this is our latest issue of Engage. It's been out a little bit, over a month now. This girl on the cover makes me smile every time. What a great smile.
Oh, sweet,
and
sweet
this
picture.
one, yeah, and this one goes all the way through May. So you'll have this month and you'll have May programs to look for in there. And locations. Oh, we've got a little teaser for summer. Anyway, Engage. Get it at your local library. All right, and we're gonna talk about something that comes every year, and it's Library Giving Day.
Yay!
And so it always happens at the beginning of April. And what's Library Giving Day about?
Well, actually, the first week in April is National Library Week.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a big thing for libraries because it's Library Week. And I know that there is a Library Workers Appreciation Day that happens during that week as well, and that's when libraries get to, be appreciated, the librarians do. But we also started Library Giving Day. This is a fairly new event. It started just a few years ago, but it is now nationwide. And what we do is a fundraiser during the week. Library Giving Day is actually Wednesday,
April 6th.
April 6th, but we do it, the fundraising for the whole week. And the fundraising is done by the Library Foundation of Spokane County. It is a foundation that raises funds to benefit the Spokane County Library District. This year, for Library Giving Day, we're raising funds to support our cultural passes.
Yes.
That's our symphony.
Yes, symphony.
The MAC, Museum of Arts and Culture, and the Mobius.
The Discovery Center.
Mobius Discovery Center, yes. And also part of our cultural passes are the Washington Discover passes. However, we have a great program through Washington State that provide those to the library. So we don't need to raise funds for those. But we do need to raise funds for the other ones, the museums and the symphony. Yes. And so the Cultural Pass program, as you know, is really awesome. You can check out the passes to different symphony performances or to attend the museum. And we've heard such great stories.
I've taken my kids to Mobius Discovery Center with the passes. And it happened to be last year. In the summer, it was kind of hot, and they had some outdoor stuff. But my son learned all about erosion and wind and water and all kinds of things. They had the little stations set up outdoors, and it was great because each station you got your sticker, and then at the end you got a water bottle that was your prize after you learned all the stuff. And he got to participate. I remember this one was a town, and it had some weather happening, and so they were pouring water, and little plastic cows were washing away down the street, which of course my son thought was hilarious. But at the same time they were teaching kind of the effects of rain coming through, and if you don't have enough vegetation, and it'll erode the soil and that sort of thing. So he got to learn some lessons while having fun. So I think Mobius Discovery Center is doing great stuff. Yes.
Great stuff. So that's what our Cultural Pass program is like. So it's great. It gives you those opportunities to go out and do those things and check them out from the library.
So we're raising the funds.
So we're raising
get
funds
more passes
for those passes for this year. Yeah. So donations, and we're just accepting donations. It can be done online at supportscld.org, and donate to the foundation and to Library Giving Day and help support the programs. Last year was very fun. We raised funds for the hotspots.
Right.
Yeah, and helped connect people throughout the county to the internet and get that extra boost in connectivity they needed.
And those are the hotspot is a mobile wireless connector that uses same kind of signal as your phone.
Yeah.
So if somebody doesn't have internet, they could check out a hotspot for, I think it's 30 days.
Yes.
30 days. I'm getting yes nods around the room for 30 days. And then they can have Wi-Fi for their devices and their family, and for that amount of time during the checkout. So that was a great program. We raised money to buy some more of those, because there are some areas in Spokane County where there's no internet available.
Yeah, or it's very weak.
Very weak.
So we raised funds for that last year, close to $5,000 to help for the hotspots. This year we're trying to boost up our Cultural Pass program.
Yes.
Our goal is $5,000 again this year. So support SCLD.org.
And every dollar helps. So even if it's just a couple dollars, it adds to the total. Yeah.
And this is my chance to remind everybody that nothing at the library costs. We do not charge you to come in. We don't charge you to check out books. We don't charge you for any of the awesome things we have. So this is one way to give back, if you can.
If you can. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Support SCLD.org.
That's it.
Perfect. All right. And we're going to talk about, we're in spring break for most kiddos this week. And we're going to talk about some programs now.
Okay.
And there's just, to head off, there's no study buddy this week because we're on spring break. So don't jump online for that. But you can come in person for a service project for tweens and teens. So that's our middle schoolers, high schoolers, called Fleece Tie Blankets. And so you make the blankets, and then those blankets are then given to those in need.
Oh, what a great program.
Yeah, and it's happening Tuesday the 5th at 1 to 4 p.m. You drop in, and that's at North Spokane. And then we have it at the Valley Thursday, April 7th, also 1 to 4 p.m. What a great project. You get your service hours in and get to help people who might need a little bit of warmth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're creative at the same time.
And creative at the same time. Yeah. Exactly. All right. We have Vegetable Gardening 101. We'll see. I don't know if it's full yet. If you go online, it might be full. But if not, get in there. This is at Otis Orchards. And it's Wednesday the 6th at 6:30 p.m. So a nice evening program. Learn about vegetable gardening. We've talked before about gardening. And if the class is full, what are some things folks can do to learn about vegetable gardening?
Well, we have so many resources. Okay. We have, of course, books, and we have a lot of digital resources and the hobbies and is it the hobbies?
Hobby and Crafts Reference Center.
Reference Center, yeah. You go on a digital library, you can get on there and you can search for almost any topic.
I think they have a whole home and garden category. If you go in there, there's lots of different categories of stuff.
Yes. So we do have lots of resources on gardening. So if you're new to gardening or just looking for inspiration, search our catalog or come in. You can always ask staff. Staff are always happy to help you find these things.
And there's an overdrive book list. So if you want to read up on gardening, you want to hone a specific kind of gardening skill, there's a lot of different books about different types of gardens. So if you want to do a pollinator garden versus a vegetable garden, you can look at those different resources.
Yeah, we do. We have lots. So even if you don't come into the library, check out the on overdrive list. It's all right there.
Great. Yeah, and another fun thing going on for kids ages 8 to 12. This is at the lab at North Spokane. We're starting to have some programs at the lab, and this is Get Current with Basic Electronics. And they're going to be looking at our newest addition to the Library of Things, which is the multimeter.
Okay.
And different ways you can test electricity. And if there's some sort of electrical problem, you can, it finds that and helps you fix it.
Electricity is pretty fascinating. It is. And it's fun to discover. And it sounds like the multimeter is a great tool that you can test things and experiment with it. And I love the play on words in the title of the program there.
Yeah, Get Current.
Get Current. Did you think of that one?
Because electricity is a current. Yeah. So that should be a lot of fun for kids ages 8 to 12. And there'll be safety guidelines, I'm sure, and they'll know what to touch and not to touch. And it's in person at the lab at North Spokane.
Fun.
So sign up if there's space. We also have going on Saturday on the 9th at 2 p.m. This is online and you sign up. This is Spanish story time. So the entire story time will be in Spanish, and they'll be reading stories and singing songs and doing all the things we do in story time. And this is, ages 2 to 5 and their families. So, parents and other siblings and whatnot. Everybody can kind of come and enjoy story time.
What a great program. Keep those bilingual skills.
Yeah.
Keep them going and keep them growing.
Yeah. And if you're learning Spanish, you can participate in and kind of get that practice of hearing Spanish and singing along in Spanish too. So
Yeah, great program.
all right, and we have some of our usual weekly programs as well this week. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. on Facebook, we have our Storytime Shorts. So that one is pre-recorded. You watch librarians read some stories with your little ones. And then we also have our online Storytime Live. We only have it on Thursday evening this week, and that's at 6:30. That's the one you have to register online for that one. And for kids in grades 4 or the whole family or adults or whoever wants to, Science from Home. So that's our weekly science experiment with Librarian Molly on Saturdays at 11 a.m. on Facebook. And if you miss it, you can go and find it on our YouTube channel. And all of these programs you will find on our event calendar on our website at scld.org. And sign up, make sure you show up and have a great time. It's going to be some great programs. I hope you have a great spring break. I hope you're having a great spring break.
You too?
And we'll see you next week.